Yo, what's good, gang? Welcome back to another video. So look, today I want to talk about psychology. I don't think I've covered this topic very much in the past. This past week, wasn't my best as far as trading. So just a few gems I want to give to you guys for those who may feel like they're struggling, or just in general, this is stuff to keep in mind. So the right way to look at trading, right, is to not focus on the dollar amount. But I'm here to be 100% real, 100% transparent. Nobody wants to lose money, bro. That's just plain and simple. Like, I don't give a fuck if you've been trading 5-10 years. You think you're just the fucking master at this shit, bro. No one wants to lose money. But what I will say is, what has helped me personally, I try not to focus on the money aspect. So if I'm in a trade and I'm in drawdown or whatever, it does not really matter to me. What matters to me is focusing on my strategy and my rules, right? So for instance, if I'm in a trade and the trade is based off all of my requirements to be in that trade, right? I've accepted that I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. When I place that trade, there's not an ounce of anxiety in me, right? Because I know I have a proven strategy. Right, my strategy works. I've back tested it. I've tried it over and over. I know this works, right? So when I'm in that trade, I'm completely calm, right? I'm completely calm. There's nothing, like, I'm not wondering if it's in drawdown. I'm not necessarily wondering if I'm in profit. I just know however you choose to do it, I set alerts on my phone. Once I get that alert, hey, TP1 is hit, TP2 is hit, right? Or stop loss is hit, then I carry on. You know what I mean? But what I have noticed is when you're kind of just in a trade you're not supposed to be in, or just doing some shit that just very sporadic, right? You tend to get antsy, and I'm speaking for myself. So Friday I had a losing day, right? And this is Saturday, by the way. So yesterday I had a losing day. Every trade I took, well, I take that back. The first trade I took was according to my trading plan, right? My strategy, everything. And I lost, right? And what happened is I missed a few trades during the week, so I got frustrated, right? I'm like, the one trade I do take, it just went against me. So I start getting erratic. I'm like, okay, let me take this trade. I lose. The worst part is, let me up my lot size, right? Let me up my lot and take this trade, and I lose, right? So I end up losing a specific amount that I should not have lost, right? And in hindsight, the next day when I look back, it's like, okay, I could have ended that day in profit had I followed my rules. But I let that first loss just take me on a fucking whirlwind. Point is, you don't want to get attached or emotionally attached to the outcome of the trade, right? The money, so to speak, because you're gambling. That's what you call gambling, right? I'm being real right now. They're gonna tell you have no emotion at all. For me, I'm emotionally attached to my strategy, right? Because I know it works. It's been proven. So yeah, if I see a setup in the market and I take it and it goes against me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little frustrated, right? But that's where discipline comes in, right? And I lost all of that yesterday. Discipline is when, okay, I can lose and then potentially wait for another setup based on my own strategy. So that's what I would say. Get emotionally attached to what you know works, not the dollar amount. You know what I mean? Because I could have been in a 0.01, right? I could have been in the lowest lot. Me personally, I still would have been mad because I don't like when the markets go against me, right? And that's just being real, like, but my discipline is there, my psychology is there. And one thing I'll say is, whenever you step outside of your norm, right? Your trading plan, your strategy, anything, and you start to do little dumb shit, right? And you lose money, right? And you're losing back to back to, you're all like, bro, always going to fucking regret it. You're always gonna regret it. In the moment is where you have to catch yourself. Right? Before you do something very stupid, you have to catch yourself. Because you're going to regret it later. There hasn't been one time where I've lost 1,000 or another 1,000 or another 1,000, and the next day I'm like, fuck it. Like, no, like, I would've wished I wouldn't have fucking did that. You know what I mean? So you have to catch yourself beforehand and realize when you're about to do something stupid, just understand you're gonna regret if you lose. Now, what if you win? It's still just as bad because now you feel like you can get away with it, right? So when the next time comes, you feel like, oh, last time I went against what I do, so it might work this time. It's not gonna happen, and you're going, if anything, that's gonna make it worse because you're gonna get humbled, bro. You're gonna get humbled. So don't get emotionally attached to the outcome of the trade. Like the money, all of that shit, let it go, right? Get emotionally attached. If you are going to get emotionally attached, like I said, I'm being real. Like I can act like they tell you be a robot, but I'm not a fucking robot. I'm a human being, bro. Like, get attached to your strategy. Get attached to something you know works, right? If you can back test this strategy and you see it works, if you've been using your strategy and you see it works, if you have a trading plan and that's what works for you, then stick to it. Get attached to that and nothing else. Because the money's gonna come along with that. The money's gonna come along with the discipline, right? The moment you step out of your discipline is when everything can crumble, right? Everything can crumble, depending on how far you let it crumble, right? So that's it. Just a quick little psychology video. Something that was on my mind. It's Saturday, market's open tomorrow. I'm ready to get back to it. Yo, check this out. It was Friday, I took an L. I wasn't even supposed to be trading yesterday. Ain't that something? In my trading plan, I don't trade Sundays or Fridays. What was I doing on the charts anyway yesterday? You know what I mean? But anyways, if you took something away from that video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, go ahead and give it a like, man. I definitely appreciate the likes. And leave a comment. I like talking to y'all, man. So, without further ado, I'm out this thing. Y'all be easy.